On the bank of the river Ganga, there was a beautiful ashram. The water from the river gushed down on rocks, making a tremendous noise, which frightened the fishes. It whirled round and round, and the water was a mass of foam. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm reading the tales of Panchatantra written by Vishnu Sharma, and today I started reading the story of the female mouse. So let's continue. Now, in this ashram lived tapasvi who were always absorbed in meditation. Their bodies had grown lean with fasting, penance, and rigorous self discipline. They ate roots and fruits and drank only holy water from the Ganga. They wore clothes made of bark. The Kulpati of this ashram was one Yadimvalk. One day, while he was bathing in the holy water of the Ganga and offering his prayers, a mouse dropped by a hawk fell into his hands. Yadimvalk plucked a leaf from a nearby banyan tree and put the mouse on it. Then he took a second bath to purify himself because he had been contaminated by touching the mouse. By the power of meditation, he transformed the female mouse into a little girl. Then he took her home to the ashram and said to his wife, "My dear wife, we have no child of our own. So please take this little girl and bring her up carefully as our own daughter." And so the child was brought up with great care until she attained the age of 12. When Yadnivalk's wife noticed that the girl had reached the marriageable age, she said to her husband, "My dear husband, the time for our daughter's marriage is slipping by. Please give it a serious thought." He replied, "You are right. I shall give her to someone who really deserves her. They say, enter into marriage ties and friendship only with those who are socially and financially your equals. And a wise man should give his daughter in marriage to someone who fulfills the following seven requirements: good family, good character, the capability to look after a family, education, wealth, physical fitness, and suitable age. And so, if the girl agrees, I shall summon Ravi and give her to him." His wife replied, "Yes, please do that." By the power of invocation, Yadnivalk summoned the sun god to him. In a moment, he appeared before him and said, "Maharishi, why have you called me?" Yadnivalk replied, "Here is my daughter. If she is willing to marry you, please accept her hand." Then he asked his daughter, "Do you accept the sun god who lights up the world?" She replied, "Father, he is too fiery tempered. I don't want to marry him. Find me someone better." So the Rishi said to the sun god, "My lord, is there anyone better than you?" The sun god replied, "Yes, Meg is superior to me, for when he covers me, I am no longer visible." And so the Rishi invited the cloud and asked his daughter, "My child, may I offer your hand to the cloud?" She replied, "Father, he is dark and too cold. I don't want to marry him. Find me someone better." So the Rishi said to Meg, "Oh cloud, is there anyone better than you?" The cloud replied, "Yes, Vayu is superior to me, for he makes me drift." And so the Rishi invited the Lord to the wind and said to his daughter, "What do you say to him?" She replied, "Father, he is very changeable. I don't want to marry him. Find me someone better." So the Rishi said to the Lord of the Wind, "My Lord, is there anyone better than you?" The Lord of the Wind replied, "Yes, the mountain is superior to me, for although I am strong, he prevented me from blowing where I want to." And so the Rishi invited the mountain and said to his daughter, "Now I am offering you to him." She replied, "Father, he is very hard and immovable. I don't want to marry him. Find me someone better." And so the Rishi said to the mountain, Oh, mountain, is there anyone better than you? The mountain replied, Yes, the mice are superior to me, for they bore holes in my body. And so the rishi invited the king of mice and said to his daughter, Now, my little daughter, I am going to offer you to this king of mice. Do you like him? When the girl looked at the king of mice, her whole body began to quiver with delight, and she said to her father, Oh, father, he is the best of all. Please transform me into a mouse so that after my marriage to the king of mice, I shall be able to perform the household duties of my new clan. By the power of his meditation, the rishi turned her back into a mouse and gave her in marriage to the king of mice. Raktaksha continued, And so that's why I said turning down the offers of marriage made by the sun god, the cloud, the lord of the wind, and the mountain. A female mouse chose a husband of her own kind. Therefore, even if this crow is reborn an owl, he would still be a crow at heart. So we must kill him. However, in utter disregard of Raktaksha's advice, the owls took the crow right into their cave. On the way, the crow smiled in his heart of hearts and thought to himself, Raktaksha alone is an expert in the knowledge of Niti Shastra, for he was right in advising them that I should be killed. If they had listened to him, there would have been no possibility of their coming to harm. When they reached the entrance of the cave, Arimradan, the Owl King, said to his servants, Please assign the crow a suitable place in the cave. This Sthirjivi is our well wisher. When Sthirjivi heard this, he thought to himself, I have to work out a plan to destroy these owls. Now, if I stay amongst them, they may get suspicious and discover from my behavior my real purpose. So I shall stay at the cave entrance and plan what I have in mind. So he said to the king of the owls, Your Majesty, it's very nice of you, but I would prefer not to stay inside with you, for I belong to a clan which is your enemy. So I'll stay here at the entrance of the cave. My lord, I hold you in high esteem. The dust of your lotus feet shall sanctify me, and I shall be your servant forever. The king replied, Then so be it. And Sthirjivi was given a comfortable place at the mouth of the cave. By the order of Arimradan, the servants began to feed Sthirjivi on various choice foods and bits of flesh, and in a few days he became as fit as a peacock. When Raktaksha saw the crow being well fed and getting fat, he said to the king, Your Majesty, I think all of you are being very unwise. As the bird said, first I was foolish, then the hunter, then the ministers, and then the king. We are all a pack of fools. The owls asked, How was that? And Raktaksha told. But I'll tell you in my next video. Till then, keep listening beautiful stories and keep smiling.